Germination. A seed will start to germinate or grow when certain conditions have been met. The specifics vary from plant to plant as each has evolved to adapt to what are the ideal conditions for it to grow and flourish. These conditions can be anything from passing through the digestive system of an animal to being burnt. Some may require light, whilst others will germinate in the dark. There are even others that require to be dried out before they will actually germinate. All of these things will generally weaken the outer skin of the seed enough so that the root can burst through, the seed absorbs water from the surrounding soil and expands. However, the dominant conditions for most plants are oxygen, moisture and temperature. This means that the plant starts to grow when the cold or lack of water won't actually kill the seedling soon after it's sprouted. However, there is a trade-off here. If the plant starts to grow too soon, it could die, but if it delays too long, other plants may have sprouted before it, taking available light and water, and may be able to outcompete our seedling. Now, oxygen is continually extracted by the seed during germination from the soil surrounding it until the plant actually develops leaves, which means the seed is buried too deep, or the soil is flooded or heavily compacted or squashed. Not enough oxygen may reach the seed for germination to be completed. Once it's germinated, the emerging plant will either branch into two, one part to form the roots, the other to form the stalk or stem of the plant. These two use gravity to know which way to grow, so even if they start in the wrong positions, they'll cross over in order to correct this. Alternatively, the root will grow out from the base of the seed, pushing the seed case upwards until it breaks the surface and the first leaves emerge from within the seed case. The initial root or radicle is the first part to emerge from the seed and will anchor the plant and absorb more water from the surroundings. Eventually it will form the main taproot of the plant. The shoot, on breaking through the surface, rapidly produces seed leaves or cotyledons. These are generally very simplified and may be significantly different from those produced by the plant later on, as they're just present to get the process of photosynthesis started as quickly as possible. The shoot itself is phototropic. This means it will grow towards the light. It does this through a chemical in the growing tip of the plant called auxin. Auxin increases the growth rate of a plant, but is actually destroyed by sunlight. So this means if the light is brighter on one side of the plant, there will be less growth on that side, the plant will actually bend towards the sun. In a seedling, this also means that it will force its way upwards in total darkness or in areas of restricted light. These conditions might exist if the soil was covered in a dense layer of leaf litter, or if the canopy of other plants, the leaves block the light from them coming down to the seedling. In these conditions, the seedling would force its way upwards in an attempt to get access to the light. However, without enough light to conduct sufficient photosynthesis, eventually the growth would be unsustainable and the plant will weaken and die. This is just a quick introduction to germination, since the specifics vary considerably with each plant. Germination is a very complex process, just a simple introduction.